Hey guys, Jared James here. Happy Halloween to you if you happen to celebrate Halloween. I wanted to come to you today and talk to you about what's become one of the cool words of our time right now, which is entrepreneur. And you know, everyone wants to be an entrepreneur now. Everybody wants it because they love what entrepreneur stands for. They love when they see the results of these highly successful people who are entrepreneurs. Colleges are actually having entrepreneurial courses now, entrepreneurial degrees that go on. I list myself, many people know me as a speaker or a trainer, and yet I list myself on various social media sites as a serial entrepreneur because on top of doing the speaking training, I have different businesses that are being launched and that stuff because it's just inside of me. And I wanted to talk about something I call a wantrepreneur, okay? A wantrepreneur. Somebody who really wants all the benefits of an entrepreneur but doesn't have the guts to go and do it. And I wanted to speak up today for a lot of the entrepreneurs that are out there who have actually made it happen. Where a lot of people didn't see all the things that they go through and the struggles and worrying about whether something's going to work and financial struggles and all these things that it takes that you have to weather in order to be an entrepreneur. It's not a job where you go and you get a salary and you're just set from the beginning. There is risk that is involved. You know, in any great adventure, any great thing you want to accomplish, many times there's a lot of risk that's involved. And what I usually like to say about these people I call wantrepreneurs is that everybody wants a bestseller, nobody wants to write the book. And so today I want to give a little bit of a shout out to you true entrepreneurs. You're out there, whether you be just a business startup, whether you be a realtor. Realtors by far are entrepreneurs because you have to actually make it happen. Your success or your failure is ultimately your fault. But for people that have weathered that storm, they have gone through the difficult times, they have created the connections that they needed to create and worked late hours, many nights, and were willing to fail. You know, one of the things that I've really looked at as we look at societal things and that kind of stuff is that, you know, when you're a baby and you're learning to walk, I have yet to see the baby that falls down when it's learning to walk and says, you know what, this walking thing's just not for me. You know, they've got ramps now, they've got whatever. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to live a life without walking. For a baby, that's not even an option. You know, what's more amazing is the baby that's talking. But for a baby, that's not even an option. But as a grown-up, when we get older and we start to get these ideas of entrepreneurial ideas and entrepreneurship and these kinds of things, what happens when we fall down when we grow up? Usually the first thing we do is look around to see if anybody saw us because we're so scared to fail. You know, we'll bring ourselves to a corner, lick our wounds, whatever, but we're afraid to let people see us fail. And yet to be an entrepreneur, you have to let go of that feeling. You have to almost have a complete lack of fear of failing, that understand that failing is just a momentary thing, that it's not, if you fail, you're not a failure. It's like the Coldplay song that says if you lose, it doesn't mean you lost. That kind of a thing. If you fail, you're not a failure. And so if you're out there and you are a true entrepreneur, you are truly making it happen, shout out to you. You know, I know, you know, as much as anybody, it is not an easy game. Everybody sees the limelight and sees things once you make it, but there are years of struggle and things that happen that are just not easy. So shout out to you, to the wantrepreneurs, the people that want to be an entrepreneur but just do not have the guts. Just remember, some people are meant to stay behind a desk, and that is not a bad thing. Everybody has different callings in their life. So shout out to you guys. I want to end with this. I end a lot of my presentations and I talk about the top 100 companies in the world, the top 100 fastest growing, and they want to know the most common denominator of these top 100 companies, and the number one reason for their success in a down economy and everything is not systems, it's not customer service, it's not management, it's something called speed of implementation. Speed of implementation. Top 100 companies in the world all have in common speed of implementation. And as an entrepreneur, that should mean something to you because you come across great ideas all the time, but the people who are the most highest successful, reach the highest levels, are the people who are not afraid to implement what they learn or implement a good idea. Have a good Halloween, guys. Talk to you soon.